What do you have a candle lit in your?
It smells like shit.
All right, good evening. This is Nick, KN6DAL, and welcome to the 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net. Appreciate everybody coming out. If there's any emergency or priority traffic, we're here to help you. All you need to do is say break, break, and your call sign, and we can clear the air for you. Is there any priority or emergency traffic like that at this time? Come now. All right, sounds like we're all safe. First, we want to take a minute to say a big thank you to the W6VVR repeater and the Vacaville Radio Club. Also, big thanks to the FreeSTAR Network for the use of their repeaters and digital connections, and to the owners and operators of the Mountain West system. Also, a big thanks to Mike, WG5EEK, Greg, KN6KIE, and Brian, KK6BXP, for their continued networking efforts. And the 2 Meter Crew is not an actual club. We are just a group of hams that are learning and enjoying all things ham related. There's no dues or fees to be a 2 Meter Crew member. If you want more information on how to connect with us, you can reach us at 2metercrew.net on our website, or you can join our Discord group. There's a link in the YouTube description to sign up there. Very important. This is an open net. Everybody's welcome. Everyone's encouraged to participate and join in and say hi. The 2 Meter Crew Anti-Net meets every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and 3 a.m. UTC on the W6VVR repeater. We're also reachable through Echolink at W6VVR-R, through Allstar node 51094 and 512342. DMR talk group 3174117, YSF reflector 50462. The FreeSTAR Allstar links are 2195 and 53377, and also through Mountain West, P25 and DMR 31062. And last but not least, the Anti-Net's also being live streamed right here on Northwest Ham Shack. So please like and subscribe, and you can get notifications when we go live. Let's take a second and see who we got out there. Is there anybody who's never checked in with the Anti-Net before, or anybody who's maybe recently upgraded their license or just recently gotten their license? Come on in now and say hi. Not making it. All right. I heard one person trying to come in, but you didn't quite make it. If you want to try again here in a minute, feel free. Also, keep in mind we are streaming this through Zoom. You're welcome to join in anytime. There's a link in the chat box on YouTube. If you don't have access to a radio, or maybe you don't have a call sign yet, you're always welcome to come in and say hi that way. So again, this is Nick, KN6DAL. Let's see who we got out there. Any check-ins? Come on in now. Are you hearing anything, Connor?
I heard a key up. I know
Yeah.
who was on the VVR. It was a friend of mine. He's gonna try on P25 here shortly.
There's another dead
Someone
key.
else is keying up. Yeah, they're just key ups.
K7IBU, still technician, working on general, but happy to be here. Thanks for hosting the next.
All right, K7IBU, thanks for checking in. What, out of curiosity, what mode are you using to come in tonight?
On YSF through a Pi-Star and talking on a new FT5.
Sweet, yeah, you sound awesome, and congratulations on the new radio. How are you liking that so far?
I did step up from the FT2 I had. I still have that, but so far the speaker in this one's much better.
Well, awesome. Enjoy. I appreciate you checking in. Let's see who else we got out there. Any other stations? Come on in.
K4 GDI out of San Rafael on a hotspot out of my apartment on an APX 7000.
All right, you sound really good tonight. K4 GDI and on an APX 7000. I wish I had that radio. That would be kind of cool. How's your evening going? Anything new and interesting going on in ham radio?
Nothing too exciting. I tried to check in on W6 VDR. You heard me came up earlier, but I can't quite reach it just on the handheld. Yeah, Connor helped me set up this hotspot and put it in my internet here, and I can hit P25, so makes it easy. How's your guys' night going?
I think it's too early to tell. A couple of the people in the chat get a little riled up a little bit later on, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But no, things are good. Things are good. I appreciate you checking in, and yeah, your audio sounds awesome on the radio. So good job, Connor, helping him set that up. It sounds really good. I appreciate the check-in. Who else we got out there tonight? Let's see. Any stations? Come on in now. Oh, VVR made it.
Nick, long time no hear. Kill November 6, Bravo, X or X-ray. More of a quick get it out. Maybe I'll see you guys on YouTube for a few minutes. You guys take care. Have a great evening.
Oh, hey, thanks for the check-in, Michael. How are you making it in tonight? Are you coming in through RF or are you coming in through a digital mode?
No, I'm coming through the VVR, and you are full quieting, and you are perfectly linked to VVR. So you're real well connected to VVR. Again, I'll check on YouTube for a few minutes. You guys take care. We'll catch you soon. 7-3.
All right, the notorious Michael from Carmichael. I appreciate the check-in. Who else we got out there? Any other stations? Come on in now.
On FRD, Fred here.
Fred, how goes it? It's good to hear you. How has your week in ham radio been?
It's been good, you know. I just drive around calling out on 520. Yeah, what can I say? Play with the HF, play with 2-liter sideband, all around having a good time in ham radio.
Awesome. Yeah, there's some people that do that up in my neck of the woods. I always remember driving to and from work, and I could always put it on 520, and I'd hear Fred, come on, W1FRD every single time. And so I definitely miss that, not being down there. But I appreciate the check-in, Fred. It's always good to hear from you. This is Nick, KN6DAL. Any other check-ins, come on in now. All right, let's hear from Servando. Servando, come on, pay attention. You're there. There you are. How you doing tonight, Servando?
Good. Monitoring the 80 meters right now, listening to everyone talk about weird things, and you said any station, so here I am.
You are any station. I appreciate it. Who else we got in the coordinator group here? Let's see. Mike. Let's hear from Mike before you fall asleep, because it's awfully late over in your area. Over to you, Mike.
I'm coming through RF, hopefully. This is WG5EK here in Tontitown, Arkansas, and I'm just enjoying being here again and hoping that station that was here last time from Arkansas comes back, and then we can exchange call signs and maybe figure out what's going on in his neck of the woods, in my neck of the woods, and yeah, just go for that. So I haven't really done a whole lot today. I put up a DXCC antenna, Delta C version, so it's 80 through 10, and I have a Drake SW8 receiver, so I've been listening to some HF, which is really cool. Like, I only have the thing off like 20 feet off the ground. I was picking up people from Georgia, North Carolina, like near Greg's neck of the woods, and I thought that was super cool, so I'm going to try to get up another 20, 30 feet, and then hopefully get my general soon and get a nice rig, and then I can talk to you guys on both coasts, like right here in the central United States of America, and I can hit everybody. Yes, I don't discriminate. I want to hear and talk to everyone, Servando. Everyone. Back to you, Nick.
All right, this is Nick, KN60AL. I don't know if we even need to wait to hear if that gentleman comes on. I wrote down his call sign, so let's just call him out and see if he's out there. Kilo 5 DCC Denny in Northwest Arkansas. If you're out there, come on in and say hi. We'll do one more try. Kilo 5 Delta Charlie Charlie. Kilo 5 Delta Charlie Charlie. If you're there, come on in. I don't think he's there. All right, no dice. Who else we got out there? Any check-ins? Come on in now. All right, well, you guys are going to force me to do it. This is Nick KN6DAL. Today in history, we have, let's see here, in 1135, Henry I of England dies, and the crown is passed to his nephew, Stephen of Blois. I'm probably saying that wrong. In 1581, Edmund Champion and the other Jesuit martyrs are hanged at the Tyburn, England, for sedition after being tortured. That just sounds bad. Let's see. In 1862, President Abraham Lincoln gives the State of the Union address to the 37th Congress. I'm going to let this drop. Nick KN60AL here. When I'm doing this, sometimes I have to avoid watching the chats because these guys can get me going, and then once I start laughing, I can't stop, and so I have to just completely ignore everything that everybody's saying in the chat room. In 1900, Kaiser Wilhelm II refused to meet with Boer leader Paul Kruger in Berlin. And in 1909, President William Howard Taft severs official relations with Nicaragua's Zelaya government and declares support for the revolutionaries. In 1916, King Constantine of Greece refuses to surrender to the Allies. And in 1918, an American army of occupation enters Germany. In 1941, the Civil Air Patrol is organized in the United States. And in 1941, Japan's Tojo rejects U.S. proposals for a Pacific settlement as fantastic and unrealistic. And that's all we have for today in history. So if anybody else has anything that they know that happened historically today, you're welcome to chime in. Sometimes it's interesting, sometimes it's dry. Tonight's was fantastic. This is Nick, KN60AL. Let's see who else we got out there. Any check-ins? Come on in now.
Nick, you should totally look at my last comment.
Not this day in history, but this week in history, the Reichsgesetz was passed, which is German's beer purity law.
Can you expand on that? This is Mike, WG5EEK.
I didn't have you keyed up. I'm sorry.
All right. Am I keyed up now? All right.
Yeah.
Can you expand on that Germany thing, the purity law? This is Mike, WG5EEK. Sounds kind of interesting.
Uh, 1400s. I don't remember the exact year, but Germany passed a beer purity law saying that beer could only be made of 3 ingredients: water, barley, and hops. It was later expanded to add yeast once they figured out yeast biology, but before that it was kind of whatever adjuncts people were throwing in calling beer led to kind of sketchy product.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is Stryker. Is this you, Stryker? KN60AL.
You got me. K7 IBU.
I knew it.
Well, Germany is known for their beer, so that's pretty cool that you knew that.
Well, he a couple of nets ago, he came on and told us a little bit about the reason his call sign is what it is, and some different things he does is for fun, and that was pretty cool. And Stryker, if you want, you're welcome to join the Zoom chat. It's listed in the YouTube comments, and it's open for people to jump in. So, and that goes for anybody. If you want to jump in and have a conversation with us, or just get in on the chat room mayhem going on in the background, go ahead and hit the link and join in. This is Nick, KN60AL. We'll take another couple check-ins, see who we got out there. Anybody from anywhere, come on in now.
How about I keep the peace? I mean the quiet. KC6 Nova via DMR.
Oh boy, I could barely make out that call sign. No, I'm just kidding. Hey Frank, it's good to hear from you. How are you doing tonight?
Been playing with this hotspot a little more. I'm not on it right now. I'm using the actual repeater that I have. That one's a weird one. Anyway, 3500, XPR 3500 into the repeater. Oh, let's see here. 1 watt of power into 40. Yeah, that works real well.
You know, we were watching Dan earlier. He was working on something, and I'm afraid to interrupt him because he's got his mic off and he's got his video off, and it's like he's going to town on something in there. So, oh, you went all analog? Is that what happened? Take it away, Dan.
This is N6CTR. Am I coming through okay, Nick?
You sound fantastic.
Thanks, Nick. This is my Chinese Motorola that I'm working on here outside the patio enjoying beer. I was working on my alarm clock. I was late to work this morning because it didn't wake me up. So it's fixed, I think. We'll find out tomorrow. Otherwise, this week in ham radio is pretty slow. I finished up my Heathkit power supply. I haven't tested it yet. I'm afraid to. I got to go find a good fire extinguisher. And now I'm working on the monitor scope, putting capacitors in for the high voltage circuit on the CRT tube. The monitor scope, if you don't know, it gives you a visualization of your packet transmission and if you're overmodulating and stuff like that. So anyway, that's this week in ham radio for me. N6CTR.
All right, thanks for the check-in, Dan. And I just saw in the chat, so K4GDI, Jamie checked in with us earlier today, but what he didn't say on the air that it was his birthday. So happy birthday, Jamie. I hope you're enjoying your day, and you picked the right place to party because we're full of it. We're full of something. I don't know what it is, but Nick, KN60AL here. Who else we got out there? Anybody, anywhere? Come on in and check in now.
I know what I'm full of. What the rest of you guys are full of.
Here, I'll just tease everyone real quick. Just got brought to me.
Mike's comparison is vodka.
Dude, what the hell was that?
What, mine?
All right, hang on one second, guys. All right, this is Nick, KN60AL. We are going to take one last round for check-ins, and then we'll move over to Zoom and talk for a little bit. Last chance, anybody, anywhere, if you want to check in, come on in now. All right, nothing being heard. We're going to go ahead and shut these repeaters down and turn them back to normal operation. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Keep in mind the Zoom link is being posted as we speak in the YouTube chat. If anybody wants to jump in, they can at any time. And I appreciate all of the check-ins. I hope everybody has a great weekend and a good, safe week. And we will see you next Wednesday, 7/3.
You know it wasn't Jamie's birthday, right? He mistyped something.
Nope, it's his birthday.
Yeah.
It's his birthday. We all make it his birthday.
And yes, Servando, chicken legs, delicious.
You have
That's
ranch or blue cheese with that.
Neither orange chicken sauce.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Sweet
I
chili
was about
sauce
to
would have
say
been better,
dips
but
in
all right.
orange juice. I was like, psychopath.
That milk with chicken legs.
Oh,
Do you remember that science experiment from from middle school where you would take the chicken leg and you'd put it in different stuff? Did anybody do
Some
that?
people just like to see the world
We did
burn.
egg and vinegar. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, how far are you from dipping chicken wings in peanut butter?
I've never done that.
No, dude, that's not a thing, man.
I do ranch, man. Like
Bert!
ranch or blue cheese.
Bert, what's going on, buddy? You missed the
Bert.
check-ins.
Hey, Bird, how long did you wait in the waiting room this time?
5 seconds.
5 seconds. Oh, not bad.
I put it
No,
in the
no,
right
we got
spot
on
where I
Nick
could
about
see
that.
it.
We
I
got
just
on
got
Nick
on.
about that. Sorry, Bert. We got on him. We told him.
He didn't say anything. It's all recorded. You're full of shit. You're full of crap.
Oh my
What's going
goodness.
on?
Nick doesn't want to relinquish any control, dude. He has to be the one to initiate the Zoom meetings.
No,
He's
take
the one
it.
that allows people in.
Did you not see me post a link, Nick?
Where would you like to commit, Servando? Just say the word. Where would you like to commit? It is all yours, buddy. As a matter of fact, I appreciate you stepping up, Servando, to chair the next one. We'll make sure you have everything you need, including
My
links
buddy
to
on
today
80
in
meters right now,
history.
he's talking about abortions again. Hold on.
We don't want to bring that up on YouTube. We're not playing that on YouTube. You're gonna get me banned. You can't say that word. I don't.
Oh, we're still on YouTube? I thought we cut out already.
No.
No.
Too
Dude,
early
my
in the
bad.
night, Servando.
No, I said.
We cut out the
Shit.
repeaters. That's it. Just the repeaters.
That's all we cut out.
What rhymes with a?
Don't say it again. Don't say it again.
My mic is contortioned.
Ooh,
I was getting it untangled.
well played.
Yeah.
They need to make the mute all button bigger on this thing. It just doesn't
Thanks,
work.
Daniel Martin.
You just can't get to it fast
You need
enough.
a bleep. Nick, you gotta get a bleep button.
I need a bleep button. Can you set me up with that? What do I do?
Yeah.
Wait,
That
Frank,
would-
your last name is Christ?
Christ.
That says Christ.
It's pronounced Christ.
Mm.
It's German.
Babe, come look at this. Come look at this name right quick.
Well, I mean, in just a few days it will be Christmas.
How would you
so-
pronounce that right there? How would you pronounce that? She said Cristo.
See? And Servando, extortion, disproportion, apportion, and contortion.
Proportion, contortion,
proportion,
extortion.
I like extortion.
Extortion? Jesus, dude. Who are you, Dan? The dark coat, dude. Just a minute ago, you looked normal. Now you're like super mysterious with the dark coat. I like extortion.
I've got a dog.
He was wearing like you didn't even. I didn't even know the dog was there. That's crazy.
Hey, seriously, Dan.
Out of nowhere.
He's like
you
John
start
Wick,
your
man.
own YouTube channel, man.
He's
Who
John
works
Wick,
on their
but
own
he's
alarm
Dan
clock?
Martin.
Dude.
Who works on their own alarm clock?
Dude,
Who does
it's a
that?
1980 Zimmer
Alarm
clock.
clock.
I can't just throw it
Who
away.
has
No.
a 1987?
I have two of them. I won't get rid of them. They're so awesome and they're super loud.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
No.
can't stand.
Dan,
cell
I'm
phone
not
alarms.
Dan. I'm not trashing you. I'm telling you, you need to get your own YouTube channel. I will subscribe. I will watch it.
Dan, send me a picture of the alarm clock. Send me a picture.
I don't know how to do that on Zoom.
No, just later.
Just
Do
use
it
your
later.
phone and send it on Discord.
Okay. Right now?
Yeah, we're
You
all
gotta
waiting.
dial it first.
Yeah, we're all waiting. No, you don't have to do it now. I just want to know what it looks like because I had one that broke, and then my wife found a used. This was years ago. This was 10 years ago. I had the same alarm clock since I was a little kid, and it finally started like the buttons weren't working right and stuff, and so this was 10 or 12 years ago. My wife found another one used, refurbished on eBay, and bought it for me, and gave it to me as a gift. And so now I have two of them. And so if this other one starts messing up, I can use other parts to repair it and keep it going. But there's no such thing as a louder alarm clock than the one that I have.
Dude,
I mean, it is massively loud.
There are alarm clocks that like link up to your phone via Bluetooth, and you can wake up listening to Megadeth.
Yeah, but my phone, like my phone, I think I have probably 6 or 7 alarms to get up, and they don't wake me up.
Dude, so my girl does that. Like, you look at her phone, it's 4:05, 4:07, 4:08, 4:15, 4:30, 4:45. I'm like, bro.
My wife knows that one that lights up.
Have you?
I literally sleep through that every morning. I don't even know that plays in the morning. I have no idea.
Nick, you have to find some like little song or like something that you hate. Like for me, it would be like Barney singing "I love you," and I would like jump straight up out of bed and just throw the phone across the room. You got to find something that you hate, man.
Holds up. Is that your alarm clock, Servando?
Yeah, dude. Every day at 1 o'clock in the morning, dude.
What is?
Shit.
Yeah,
this is
battery?
my clock right here.
Is that a watch battery?
Letting your kid chew on batteries?
That's a what?
Is that a watch battery?
No, that's a SO239 cat.
You got to keep them charged.
Keep your kids charged.
It's smaller than the lifesaver, right? You can't give them to them.
If you have problems.
That's every morning. I don't hear it.
How do you not hear that?
I have it on full volume. I don't know.
Watch
I have-
Nick's channel
I
get
can't hear
taken
you.
down for music.
Copyright.
Nah,
Copyright.
we're not that big.
Yeah, we're not that big. They won't hit us.
I mean, I don't know. We're a pretty big deal, and you know.
I wake up. I do the same thing. I actually have in the morning at 8 a.m. because that's when I get up. Because my schedule is super wonky.
You get up at 8 a.m.?
Yeah. Because when I do my 3 to 7 stuff.
Man, telling gives me crap.
8 in the morning, dude.
8 in the morning.
8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Mike, what time do you get up?
Like 6.
Frank, what time? Frank, what time do you get up?
When I'm working, I'm up all night. But lately, it's been like 7:15.
Dan, what time do you get up?
6.
Bert, what time do you get up?
The alarm goes off at 5:45. I think I wake up like 6:30.
Yeah, Connor.
I'm 5.
depends
every
on when I
morning.
work, but I wake up to WTWW.
Hey, I will tell you though, Connor is if you direct message Connor at any time between 10 p.m. and I don't know 3 a.m., he will respond to you within seconds. It's
Yeah,
scary.
pretty much.
It's scary, dude.
He's awake.
Yeah.
Because I'm working.
I don't think I've ever not seen him on Discord. Like, and you almost like once you finish type, it's almost like he's like bored waiting for you to finish typing. He's just like, just hurry up. Just hurry up. Okay.
Hurry up, bro.
It's like he's a bot, dude. He's like a bot.
I
He
know.
became what he hates the most.
Yeah.
A bot.
No, but when mine goes off, it plays WTWW, and I sleep right through that, and it plays it at like full blast because I have an Amazon device, and it blasts WTWW shortwave, and I sleep right through it.
Mine
It's
plays
like-
Mike Jones tracks.
The only sound I wake up to is actually the fire station alerting tones that go off. I have them recorded. I have the actual recording, and I set it up as a ringtone. And I'll wake up to that, so it's like, okay, whatever.
It says clean up,
Oh
everybody,
my god, no, I just shoot myself.
everywhere.
I'd stand up, just bop right there. Just nope, that is not. Nuh-uh. Cleanup time is no go. No.
Hey, anybody doing anything crazy on HF? What is that? It's a hammer, dude.
Hammer?
That's a mallet.
Oh,
Oh, speaking of HS, so I had a really weird thing happen. So I didn't even realize it. I bought a monitor, a used monitor, because the one that I had broke.
You never finished this story to me. Like, go ahead.
So I didn't.
No.
Oh, okay. So I get on HF and I've got like every 80, 90 megahertz is just this massive RFI noise. Like it's like a super strong station coming in, just boom, 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 all across the whole 80-meter band. And I'm like, what is going on? So I straight up turned everything off in my house. I just flipped all the main breakers, shut it off, and the noise goes away. And I'm like, wow, because I've always chased noise issues. Like I have probably an S7, S9 noise floor right now.
It's addicting, dude.
On 80 meters. And so some days it's a little better, some days it's worse, but it was obvious there was something going on. So I shut all the power off to the house and the issue goes away. And so one by one I turn all the breakers back on. I get the garage back on, and sure enough it just kicks, the noise comes right back. And so I ended up chasing it down to this monitor. Every time I would turn the monitor off and turn it back on, it would do it. And so I thought that it was because when the power supply was plugged in, it didn't do anything. It didn't change anything. But it was when I actually turned the monitor on. However, it is coming from the power supply. So I ferrite beaded and put a toroid on the power lead from the external power supply to the monitor, and it eliminated the issue. And then
That's awesome, man.
That's cool, dude.
So the
Did you wrap it in an aluminum foil? Would that do the same thing?
No, but I did make a hat because I was worried.
It only works for like conspiracy.
That only aluminum.
Man, you said you wouldn't tell anyone, man.
Tinfoil hats will
you're
only
right,
stop.
you're right, my bad.
Will only prevent things from getting into human
Only
human
P25.
material.
Only
How
P25.
did,
Only P25.
how did you know which toroid to use?
Well, I
Yeah,
have one.
dude.
I have a Type 43 for HF, and so I just use that. And then I put a bunch of ferrite beads on it just to eliminate anything else. But the best bet, and I did a little research on this. There's a couple people with videos on like what they did. Like I watched one where he tried all of this and it didn't even fix the problem.
Wow.
The best thing to do is get a monitor with an internal power supply. So I don't know the name of the cord, but the ones that you that have a outlet plug for the male end, and then it has a 3-prong like you would plug into a power supply for your computer.
Yeah.
You want a monitor that has that, because the internal power supplies are much better shielded. They're much better quality.
Really?
But usually those monitors are more expensive, and so people don't buy them. But that's what's going to help eliminate that noise in the shack. So I cheaped out. I bought a used monitor with a cheap external power supply, and I paid for it, but it was a learning lesson. It is what it is.
Nice.
Dude,
I was
that's
wondering what
cool.
happened with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Kellen said let him in Zoom, man. Let him in.
Kellen
I
said he
told you,
wasn't
Connor-
coming. Now he's coming. That's awesome.
I got
Give me
distracted.
co-host. I'll let people in. I'll let people in the Zoom. You give me co-host. I'll do it.
What happened
That way
to
you don't
Frank
have to worry about
Christ?
I'm
It's
here.
Cristo.
He's eating his
Cristo.
chicken, man. He's eating his dinner. Leave him
Oh,
alone.
dude,
Right?
dude, look at him. He's going
Getting
down on that
after
chicken,
it.
dude.
Yeah, you weren't bring. Yeah. Wow.
There you go.
Dude,
There
straight
you go.
smacking, dude.
Clean.
You only get two pieces.
Two of them,
Only
dude. That's all. That's all you
That's all.
got.
That's all.
Man, like 20 pieces at like Hooters or something, man. I don't know.
Jesus, dude. I had lumpia for lunch. Guess how many pieces I had?
At least
All of them, dude.
All the
32.
pieces.
Well,
Whole
you know, there's
tray.
only 2 drumsticks per chicken usually. So
Oh,
You-
I
you
found
actually
my
have
alarm
chickens?
clock. Check this out.
Nick.
Hey Nick, what kind
I
of
had
power
a-
supply do you have
For what?
for your power issue? What kind of power supply?
What's
is it?
up,
Oh,
Kellen?
it was the power supply for the monitor itself that was causing the problem.
Oh,
A cheap
oh,
little
so it's not like a.
The
It's
bricks.
not like
That's one of
a
those
little
weird
external,
things,
yeah.
Kellen.
and they're notorious for causing noise, which is funny because I have them all over my house. But this is the only one that I've ever ran into that literally made portions of the HF band. It was 20 to 40 over S9, like massive noise. And then you turn the monitor, you literally turn the power off on the monitor, and it goes back down to S7, S8 flat across the whole band. It was crazy.
Interesting.
Wait. S7, S8 is low for you?
Yeah, Nick. What is your
Yeah,
noise
that
floor like when you?
my
get
noise
like
floor on
like a
HF
power
right
outage?
now.
So you don't HF.
Oh, Nick does HF.
Is S8.
So
Okay,
you.
Nick.
So the only way you can comfortably talk to someone is if they're coming in 5, 9, 10 over.
Sometimes, yeah, and then sometimes
That's why
it'll
you
be
can't hear me.
sometimes it'll be an S5.
Wow.
Wait, so Nick, so what happened? Have you tried in a power outage? Like, is it your neighborhood or what? Like,
Yeah.
what is it?
So if I turn
Oh.
all the power off to my house, it doesn't change anything. The noise floor will sit exactly where it's at, running on battery power. So if I shut all my power off, hook my radio up to battery, same noise floor. When there was a power outage in the square mile around my house, lost all the power, my noise floor was an S2. I mean, it was
Oh,
it was beautiful. So it's something in and around my
It's
area.
the Transformers, dude. What do you think, Kellen? It's the Transformers nearby.
It could be a number of different things. It only takes one transformer, and then it's like an act
Yeah.
of Congress to get them to replace it once
It's
you
probably
identify it
Rumblebee,
and
dude.
prove that
Of
it's
all of
wrong.
them, it's probably
Dude.
Rumblebee.
Just get a gun and shoot it, and they'll be right out.
at
Yeah.
least you don't have to deal with PG&E.
Mike's moments on YouTube.
Just put a hole in it.
Just shoot at it with
You
a
do-
BB
you
gun,
do
dude,
sight
and
and
have it
try-
leak a
try
little
with
bit of
the-
oil.
Hey, Nick.
Try with the
PG&E
bow
has
and
to come
arrow.
out eventually.
You need a
Nick,
22 for that. That's 10 gauge
I
thick.
don't-
Hey, I didn't want
Nick.
to say that.
What?
Kellen.
You try confirming if it's on public safety bands.
What's that?
So if you can confirm that that noise is possibly being like also is interfering with public safety radio, they will replace it right away. Right away. Any civilian can report it.
Look,
I don't know
I've
what
been
it
trying to
is,
file
though.
for a noise complaint with PG&E for the last 6 months. It's a long process.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't.
don't even bother with PG&E. It's
Dude,
just
PG&E didn't even care when they burned a bunch of people. You
But
think they're
here's
gonna
the
care
thing.
about your RFI?
Like in my situation, I don't even know if it is a
Hard
trip.
truth, man. Hard truth.
You know.
Sit down though.
Do you have a dipole, or is it just a Yagi? Or
He has a
what is
mag
it?
loop, dude. He has a mag loop receive antenna, and it's still S9.
I've
Get a tower, bro. Put those 2 towers up. What are you waiting on?
my HOA
Yeah, dude,
to
we have a
allow me to
tower.
put 2 towers up.
You got
Whatever happened
2
with that, dude?
2 towers.
Yeah.
2 of them, dude.
Put it.
I can't even get my 1 tower up, Nick. Come on, get your 2 towers up.
Yeah.
2 towers, bro. And Frank needs his tower up, dude. Get that Yankee up there.
What a slacker.
Sorondo, could you imagine my signal if I got it up there?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying, dude. You would
like,
come
I-
in like
A
perfect.
little less
full quieting.
scratchy. A little less
I,
scratchy.
He would come in full quieting.
I sound fine as it is.
Really, Frank?
Really. You just haven't heard me on the
Yeah,
good
through
days.
DMR. Through DMR, you come in perfectly full
No,
quieting.
you haven't heard me on the good days on analog.
I have. He sounds good.
Yeah,
when
my-
it comes
Hear
in.
you.
Propagation has to be just
You're on
right. And there has to be
33.
a certain layer of fog.
I don't
Pretty
think
much.
I've ever heard Frank scratchy. Like, honestly, I think every conversation on the VVR I've had with Frank has been, like, pretty much full quieting.
I mean,
It is also later in the night, too.
It was probably on P25.
It's
No,
hit or
it
miss.
wasn't. It was on analog.
It's hit or miss. Because Frank like switches between like 8 different radios when he's like having a conversation. So he's
Yeah.
like, let me try this one. Let me try this one. Oh, here's a new antenna. I want to try this one. Which
Well,
is
it's only because of the new hotspot that I've been doing that.
well, no, but like honestly, I think that's cool because like you're trying different things. So I think
He's
that's
got a bunch of stuff going on in the background, dude. I just
Yeah.
imagine like Homer Simpson at the power plant, dude. And you just got
Let's see.
just everywhere around you.
Let's see if I can do this without losing internet.
Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined
Yeah,
in my
I
head.
think
That one on the
presses-
bottom.
he
That one on the
stalls at
bottom is
one
the one
time.
I talk on most.
That looks like a repeater, dude. What is that? Is that a radio?
Yeah, it's a desk track consulate. That's basically what firehouses have on their desks, so that the whole
Does
area.
that have an Umbrella Corp logo on the side of it?
Nope, it has Motorola on it.
Dude, that thing
potato,
that thing
potato,
is
potato.
Yeah, they're full-fledged radios. They're just built into these, like, desk setups, right? So, like,
Yeah.
you plug them into the wall, and you give them you give an RF connection to an antenna, and it's like they're good to go. Most of them have built-in power supplies and everything. They're pretty crazy.
This
All of
thing
them
goes
do.
everywhere with me.
I have a CB radio like that.
Hey,
So you just-
Servando,
just plug
is
into the
that
wall.
what you're carrying now instead of your FT3?
Yeah, all the time, everywhere. The battery lasts forever. It lasts 2 to 3 days, and then I just throw the other battery on. It's another 2 to 3 days. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah.
2 batteries a week. The FT3, you just look at it funny and the battery goes out.
2 batteries a week,
Yeah, dude.
one a month.
Yasu
Yeah, one
messed
a
up,
month.
dude.
Yeah.
What is that?
One a month?
Is that a Nokia?
Yeah, it's a 55, 50, or what was that Snicker phone?
XPR 3500. I love it. If anyone was listening today, this is what I was on.
Yeah, it sounded fine to me.
Those batteries, those radios are great because of their display is not like an OLED or anything. Like, honestly, older radios that don't have these big old fancy OLED displays, like the batteries, like Baofangs, like if you put the 32 round extendo on a Baofeng, like that'll last you forever.
Yep.
Like, it's still fully charged under the seat of my car, and it's been in there for like, I don't know, over a year now, and I haven't like charged it, and it's fine. So
Hey,
it's like,
did you guys hear that
Okay,
Baofengs?
okay, hang on. One second. On the battery thing, I had a Nintendo DS, like not a DS. It was in what the flip one, the GBA.
Yeah.
I
the
had
flip
that
one, yeah.
thing literally in a box for 10 years, and I turned it on. And it was full charge.
What?
Full charge. Like what?
Dude, we need Nintendo magic, dude.
It was
Right?
great.
Wow.
It was
Dude, that's
great.
could you imagine, dude? We're like,
Great.
yeah, man, just got that Nintendo power supply for my 878, dude.
They make good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
No,
They've
but yeah.
been around forever.
Yeah.
I
If
hope
you
so.
go- Baofangs, they last forever. Like the old school Motorola's, like when they're, because you can't get new most of like the new batteries are like kind of crappy modules inside of them. But like radios that don't have the big fancy OLEDs, which is, those are hard to come across nowadays because everybody wants to put a big fancy display on everything. They're great radios.
What about a Baofeng with no display?
Those okay?
Whoa,
those are,
dude.
Those are insane. I have an ammo can full of those.
They're
And
great.
you can just leave them. And
They're
I'm like,
like-
oh, 2 years later, I need it. I pop it open. Channel 1. What?
Yes. They're like $5 each, man, if you buy in bulk.
I know. Yeah. It's like you could just leave those things, but those things, oh man, they're great for fleet radios, but they're really only good for about 2 events, and then you got to start replacing stuff on them. And at that point, it's just cheaper to buy new radios.
Hey,
That's
so
the worst
did you
part.
guys hear about the recent like ban on Baofangs in Europe?
Yeah, I heard something about it, but I didn't
I
look
didn't
into it.
know. Tell us about it, Servando.
Yeah, so apparently Baofangs are officially banned in some European countries as of like 5 to 7 days ago.
Really?
It's the same thing that they wanted to do in the States, but it never went through. Like they talked about it and everyone lost their minds, and then Baofangs went from like $12 each to like $68 each for the UV5Rs. Yeah, even just read this article right now. The German authorities are cracking down on Baofeng UV5Rs specifically. Like it's pretty insane, dude.
It's the secret police. They're taking down all the
Yeah, dude.
I guess their
Italy,
citizens
too.
are too nice because they gotta concentrate on just like a waste of time. Like, geez, man, that's crazy.
I'm bringing a
crazy,
battle thing
dude.
with me tomorrow.
All right,
I hope I
I'm
can
sorry.
get through the
I'm
airport.
sorry. Who just had a train horn in the background?
I think it was Mike.
No,
What kind of train was it, Frank?
not me.
It was Amtrak, definitely.
It's
No.
either me or
Amtrak?
Kellen.
Hey,
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I better not say about. I better not talk about that.
I can't even hear a train from my house, so it's not me.
It's me.
Yeah.
It's Kellen.
Some lady decided to play chicken with a.
That's
with a train
Kellen's
today.
alarm.
She
His
didn't-
alarm
she
is the
didn't win.
train.
I'm awake before the train. The train rolls through at 4. I'm
I
already up.
am the train.
Yeah, I am the train.
Yeah, when you
I
guys
am
are
the
saying what time you
law.
get up, and I'm like, dude, only me and Servando are up before the crack of dawn.
Yep. Yep.
I heard
hear
that
5
to
clear.
a.m.
Mikey
like
from
it's 3 p.m.
Carmichael. I talked to Michael from Carmichael at 4 in the morning, dude.
I heard
Him
that
and
one
Derek.
clear as day, and I'm like, oh, there goes Amtrak.
Yeah, every morning I talk to Michael from Carmichael, then K6CWS Cliff. He's on his way to San Francisco, and I talk to Donkey.
On the what? You guys
every
are on
morning.
the. You guys are on the 3-3. It must be.
Yeah, it's either a 3-3 or ICW.
N6 ICW. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
one.
ICW. Dude, that
Yeah.
repeater, those guys do not sleep, dude. They're
Dude,
up at like 2 in the morning.
But those guys are super nice, man. Like I love.
They
them.
are nice. They are nice.
I love those guys.
Yeah, they are nice. Dude,
Love
but
'em.
they're up, man. You get up at 3 in the morning, those guys are talking.
I
They're
would always listen. Like most people listen to talk radio, like as they're commuting. When I was in Vacaville, I would just turn on N6 ICW and just listen to those guys talk all the way to my job.
Yep.
Servando.
Yeah, that's great.
Tomorrow night at 8 p.m., hook up to N6 ICW. We have the NorCal Swap Net. I sell, list, trade, ham radio equipment. Just check in, whatever.
They have an Echolink which I can tie into Allstar. I really wish they would get an Allstar link though, because like Allstar sounds better, but like they keep booting me off of the Echolink after like 30 minutes or something. So I wish.
Why is that? Why?
It's like a timeout thing. I wish they would just get, like
their shit together.
An Allstar.
They're pretty organized, dude. Because they also hosted. I remember one day they like relayed for some marathon or something, and I was like, man, these guys are pretty professional, man. They're pretty cool. It's
They
a good
like
repeater.
that. They have
group of
stuff
guys.
all over NorCal. They're really good.
Yeah,
So
so I hear it's the what do they call it? The voice of God. Like you can hear it from everywhere. I was like, dude, no crap, dude. Like I can hear that thing from Fairfield all the way down to San Jose and
Yeah.
all the way to San Francisco, dude.
Oh,
on the back
Show me
side.
the info. I'm
Well,
curious
it's
if I
also
can hear it.
it's linked over to Tahoe also.
It is.
Yeah. Servando, let me give you an
Yeah.
idea. Connor, I'll send that to you.
Connor,
Servando,
I
let
don't
me
talk
give
to
you-
people with no video. Like, so just
I'm about to get up. That's why I was taking
So-
time off.
Servando,
Yeah.
you can go from basically north of Chico almost all the way to Bakersfield. You get just outside Formosa before you lose N6 ICW. You can go from Reno. I can hit it from here better than you can probably hear me on VVR.
yeah,
And they're on the same mountain.
Oh, they're in a
Not
different.
bad, not
And-
bad, not bad.
And it, as you know, it covers San Jose and all that. There's
Almost
Echolink. They used to have IRLP to it. There's multiple inputs, multiple voting receivers throughout the area, and the main site is on Mount Vaca. So you could be talking to downtown, being downtown Sac on an HT and talking to Mount Vaca on the ICW system. It's a massive thing.
I just sent
Yeah,
it to Connor because Connor's like he lives in like on the shitty side of the bay, and
that was honestly my second favorite repeater when I lived there. It was like VVR and then ICW, just because they had so much coverage. You could hear it anywhere.
yeah, you can hear it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I thought the 33 was like all reaching. It's not, dude. The ICW is way more reach than that.
Oh yeah. for
I
sure.
get outside just south of Stockton and forget 3-3. You cannot hear it
Yeah,
at
there was a-
all.
There was
ICW.
There was a time where ICW was out at Mount Vaca for like a while after the fires, and VVR was still like holding strong because like the repeater owner is like a legit dude. And like he took care of his stuff, and like there a bunch of the guys came over from ICW that were local, and they were impressed with like the reach of VVR at the time. So like honestly, if the scratchiness of the VVR would like taken care of, like we would be even more like prevalent in the area. So like
what do you think the scratchiness is like? What causes that?
Dude, I don't know. There's been so many
Because,
different
dude, like
to be the wind all the time.
there's a
no,
bunch of,
but like, dude,
No.
my diamond dual band diamond, dude, 39 inches.
dude,
It's
dude.
rated for over 95 mile an hour winds, dude. Ask me how I know.
I
And
have
no,
Put it on your car.
I don't know, man. Like
and
honestly, Kevin's been up there before he moved. He went up there and changed like so many things. Like the only thing left that's not been changed, I think, is the antenna. Like the feed line's been changed, the power
thought the
supply's
antenna
been
was
changed, the
changed,
jumper's been
last
changed,
month.
like the duplexer's been changed. Dude, like almost every single thing has been changed. Like so,
it.
I don't know.
gotta
man.
be antenna.
It could be.
I don't know.
Well, I thought they
It could
changed
be
the antenna
the-
last month, and then they found that the power connector was actually got a little bit of corrosion on it.
It's still doing it. So like what's left? You know, like besides the actual radios, I don't know. I think everything's been
Hose
changed.
clamp.
So like here's the deal. Like I've got hose clamp, yeah.
No,
I've got
you'd be
I've got
surprised, Armando.
I've got some like literally really old like Motorola like mobile radios that are like crap SM50s. Like I think it could be the radios. I think they need to just swap out a complete new set of a repeater and just see if it goes away, because that's the only thing that I don't think has ever been touched is the actual radio itself.
Mike,
Is it a
what
radio
radio
or
do they
is it a
have?
repeater?
I don't
Is it
even
a
know.
radio
I've,
or is it a repeater?
dude,
It's a
I,
Balfan UV7R.
It's a 25
84
by
watt
look,
handheld.
The 8 foot.
I know where the site is. I've never been inside it. I don't know what's actually
It's
hooked
an
up to it.
Anytone 578.
No,
Plus.
probably
But I
no.
need who needs to be contacted about that stuff, because I know it's a weird dynamic of who owns it.
It's a guy
who-
that doesn't want to be
The
found.
one guy.
No, oh,
The one guy.
it's I'm not gonna talk about it online.
Yeah,
So like we'll talk
message
about
me.
it later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, dude, like I think honestly, like I think the radio itself just needs to be replaced, because at this point, like it's the easiest thing to change out, and everything that's been hard has already been done. So like just change out the radio itself and see what happens, you know.
Yeah. What would be a cool radio to use though? Like what
Thing
would
that's
be
full
like
duty cycle? Something that's 100% duty cycle.
not
such as a
P25,
commercial-
Connor. We already know you're gonna say
no,
Motorola this or
no,
that.
A
Actually,
full duty cycle repeater. Hold on. A full duty cycle repeater. So something that's meant to operate and not die, such as, and this is a good example, Motorola, Kenwood, Tate. They all have repeaters. And
Paris.
Big at Paris. Here's the big.
Paris
Here's the
is a
big
good
kicker
one.
with hams, is they see a 110 watt VHF repeater, right? And this is commercial world stuff, because some hams really like to go commercial because they think it's gonna last longer. You might have a 110 watt repeater, but what they don't take into account is duty cycle. Those repeaters, 100% duty cycle is 75 watts transmit, not 110. So they run them at full power, and they wonder why after 5-10 years something starts to go wrong, the power supply gets blown. You run them at 75 watts, they'll be fine for years and years and years on end. Like my local club repeater has got a ton of it can run much more power. I'm only running at 40 watts because that's its 100